Hey guys, yeah, it's Greg Christensen at Grandview Livestock. Yeah, we had all those lambs and kids. I don't know. There's maybe 850 of them out in here, and we were starting them on these feeders. And this is oats where we planted here, and we were strip grazing it, just give them a little bit of time. And then we had about 3 inches of rain over 3 days. And this got so nasty and just muddy and mucky, and they weren't happy here, and they kept getting out over into that side, which I don't blame them. But and the loafing shed area, well, I'll show you that in a minute, but it just got so nasty, and we just had to have a change of plan. So I wanted to get them on these feeders and start them on a little bit of corn here, and this is a handy place to do it. We can get the feed truck right out here usually, but well, had to have a change of plans, and so I'll take you up there. I'm going to take some salt and mineral up and show you the place we put them, and well, it's just a lot better deal. They're really happy up here. Up there. Hey, while I was here though, let me show you these radishes. So we had some radishes planted out in here. See, they ate the tops off. Oh, some of them radishes, they took a bite or two. That one. Yeah, something. So a lot of them grow up out of the ground. Some as they're growing down. I don't know. I've heard people say, well, they hit compaction, so they grow up. I don't know if that's true or not. But it is kind of funny looking here. They're all sticking up out of the ground with no foliage on them. Yeah, those sheep, goats, they either ate it or stomped it or something. There's some on the ground there. They didn't eat it all. But there's a bunch of them over there. But they will help break up compaction in your soil. Sorry about that. Hey, so we'll go up there and put the mineral feeder up in there where we got them now. So yeah, you can see this lot. They would come into this lot, and they would be able to get in the loafing shed, which we thought was a good idea for them. But I don't know. Water was coming into the loafing shed. We need to fix the drainage where it'll drain away from it. But somehow that thing just got to be a mess. This whole place where they would come in and you get a drink of water, well, the whole place just got to be a mess. And it wasn't a good environment for them. So it'll dry out here in a few days. I don't know if we'll bring them back, because when I show you the other pasture we stuck them in, you probably think, you know, they're better off there for a while anyway. It's just hard to start them on corn up there, but we're doing it. We're just taking corn in buckets by hand up there to get them started on it. So we'll take this mineral feeder and head up there. Yeah, so this is a pasture we call number 3. We haven't had anything on it, well, since last summer, I guess, this past summer. And it's growed up. Oh my goodness, it's really took off, these rains we've had, things, and it's a good place for them. I'm going to put these mineral feeders here. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I used to spread them out, you know, one here, one there, and one somewhere else around the pasture, if you have enough animals that need more than one. Well, then I got to watching them. Well, see, they all go eat it at once, and so they'll all go up and start eating out of one, and some will eat, and then those will start walking off, and then the other ones, that haven't eaten yet, well, they'll see the other ones walking off, and then they'll just walk off and they won't eat any. So I started putting them out. I've got 2 here now. I'll bring another 1 or 2 up. But I just started putting them out kind of right here in the same area. So when they come here, they'll kind of come together, and I'll have plenty of room for a lot of them to eat before they start walking off. So I'm going to put that out, and then we'll go look at some more of this pasture and see how the sheep and goat, lambs and kids are doing. Yeah, so I know somebody's going to ask what kind of mineral I feed, so I'll just go over that here real quick. This is a mineral called Grazing. It's made in Butler, Missouri. This particular mix is, it's just kind of one they mixed up for me. It's like their regular cattle mix, except it doesn't have copper in it. See, so you see it says for beef cattle on pasture, but it doesn't. They've taken the copper out. And I think it cost, it costs less than $20 a bag, maybe around 19. And they haven't had any salt and mineral for a few days just because of the rain and everything. So I'm going to put some salt kind of off to the side in case they're just craving salt. They can eat that. Yeah, aren't they content? They're happy campers now. Yeah. Look at all they got to eat. This particular pasture doesn't lend itself real easily to split it up and kind of graze it properly. We need to work on that. So right now they've got this whole place, but it's only about 25 acres. So, and we may not keep them here all that long. We'll see what the weather does. It's supposed to straighten up, and we'll let them get the good out of this. You know, I like to save our best pasture, our most nutritious feed, for the ones that's trying to gain weight and make us money when they go through the sale in a few months. The nannies and the does, or the ewes, they can get by on a little lower plane of nutrition, and so we'll probably have some up here, but we'll let these guys get the best of it eaten here in the next, I don't know, few days, week, maybe 2 weeks. And we'll bring them some corn, enough just to start them on it, just to get them used to it. But it's not that easy. They're not been fed with a bucket before. They don't really know what a bucket is. And so it's a little bit of a learning curve for them. But it's just really difficult now that those feeders are full to try to bring them up here. They have about a little over a ton of feed a piece in them. So, and there's just corn, just straight shelled corn in those feeders. And that's what we're bringing up here for them. So I don't know what it is. Yeah. Yeah, they're happy now. And the sun's out. Everybody's looking better. Life is better when the sun's out. Boy, we had about almost all week of just cold, or wasn't super cold, but it was 40 degree, 50 degree, rainy, muddy, and nobody's attitude's good when it's like that. And these guys, they just shrunk up. They didn't want to go out and eat. They couldn't get dry. We should have just had them up here then, but hell, hindsight's 20/20. So that's just how it goes. Yeah, the dogs are up there wanting to check Autumn out. Yeah, but this is just a nice place for these guys to come. There's mostly fescue here. And see, this won't get muddy. They could tromp this down. It could rain and rain and rain. That's wonderful thing about fescue. I know a lot of people don't like it, but that other pasture we were at that just has annuals coming up in it, it doesn't have the sod. Man, you take this fescue and it's got this sod, and it just doesn't get all soupy muddy like that other place where you just had annuals on it and graze them. No, you can come out here, you can drive on it, not get stuck. So yeah, it's just I like fescue, especially this time of year. This is when fescue shines. I haven't taken a clipping off of this particular pasture this year, but I have done it in the past, and it'll range between 14% and 18% protein. And I'm sure those sheep and goats are better at picking out the protein of more nutritious plants than I am when I'm just clipping it and sending it off to a lab somewhere. So, you know, they're getting probably more than they need even right now. And that's why it would be good for us to be able to split this up, and we need to work on that. But for now, I'm glad we got it, and I'm glad they can just be out here and everybody's happy again. So hey, hope the sun's shining in your area. It's a new day. Y'all take care. Yep, it's quite a different environment up there than what they had down here. Yeah, look at this. Yep. Is there no wonder they got a lot better attitude today? And so do I.